In the sprawling landscape of the modern marketplace, every transaction is more than just a trade of currency. It is a reflection of a deeper psychological game. The aspiring wealth builder often enters this arena armed with books on accounting and market trends, yet they find themselves strangely stuck. The reason is that the mechanics of money are secondary to the internal landscape of the person handling it. If you do not master the 80% that constitutes your behavior and mindset, the 20% of technical skill will never be enough to carry you to true financial freedom. The battle for your future isn't happening in your bank account. It is happening between your ears. The primary antagonist in this internal journey is the scarcity mindset, a primitive psychological force that thrives on the fear of lack. It views the world as a place of competition where resources are constantly running out. When this mindset takes hold, you find yourself obsessed with saving every penny while missing the million-dollar opportunities right in front of you. You become risk-averse to a fault, clinging to the safety of a steady paycheck, even when your potential is being stifled. On the other side of this spectrum lies the abundance mindset. This is the perspective that looks at a problem and sees a chance to create a solution that the marketplace will reward. It understands that wealth is generated through the exchange of value, and because human needs and creativity are infinite, the potential for wealth is also infinite. This psychological divide creates an invisible ceiling that defines your financial reality. This ceiling is not made of glass or steel, but of your own subconscious expectations. We all have a psychological thermostat, often heavily influenced by your social circle of friends and family. If your environment treats a certain level of income as the ultimate peak, or views high earners with quiet resentment, your mind will treat any deviation from that norm as a threat. You might find that whenever you start to get ahead, an unexpected car repair or a sudden impulse to buy a luxury item brings you right back to where you started. This isn't bad luck. It is your subconscious mind maintaining the status quo. Deep within your subconscious are the money scripts you inherited as a child. These are the echoes of your parents' voices, or the quiet observations of how your community handled lack and abundance. Perhaps you were told that rich people are inherently dishonest, or that wanting more than you have is a sign of greed. These scripts manifest in the way you feel when you look at an expensive bill, or the guilt that washes over you when you consider charging more for your services. These narratives act like silent software running in the background of your life, making decisions for you before you even realize it. If your internal script says that money causes stress and conflict, your brain will protect you by ensuring you never have enough of it to cause trouble. To break free, you must begin the process of rewiring your internal software. You need to learn how to scan the environment for opportunities that your scarcity mindset has been filtering out. This is about more than just positive thinking. It is about a fundamental shift in how you perceive value. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comments where you are watching from. This change in perspective is the only way to avoid the tragedy of the lottery winner syndrome. Those who gain wealth without the psychological foundation to support it almost always experience a rapid return to their original state. Their minds simply cannot handle the pressure of a reality that doesn't match their internal script. By aligning your psychology with your goals, you ensure that your success is not a fluke, but a sustainable foundation for the incredible and abundant life you truly want to build right now today. The journey toward financial mastery requires more than outward action. It demands a rigorous internal audit of your money narrative. Every time you open an invoice or slide your credit card, a quiet conversation takes place within your subconscious mind. If you feel anxiety or loss, you are witnessing the scarcity mindset in action. This dialogue often labels expenses as threats rather than exchanges for value. To change your reality, you must become a silent observer of these thoughts. identifying the limiting beliefs that tell you there is never enough. When you see someone achieve a milestone you haven't reached, notice if your instinct is to find a flaw in them or to feel inspired. This audit reveals exactly where your internal and deep psychological ceiling is set. Once identified, you must tackle the paralyzing grip of loss aversion. This is the tendency to feel the pain of a loss twice as strongly as the joy of a gain. The scarcity mindset uses this trait to keep you small, whispering that it is safer to hold on to what you have than to risk it for something greater. However, the true danger is the hidden cost of inaction. By staying within your comfort zone, you pay a massive opportunity tax daily. Reframing risk means understanding that failure is a data point. It is the price of admission for growth. When you stop asking what you might lose and start asking what you might miss by staying the same, you shift the power within your own mind and spirit. This shift leads into breaking the time-money link. Most were raised believing income is proportional to hours worked. This mental model caps your potential because time is finite. To move toward wealth, you must train your brain to value results delivered and problems solved rather than attendance. In the global marketplace, no one cares how many hours it took you to create a solution. They only care about the true magnitude of the problem it effectively fixes. When you stop selling time and start selling your unique value, you unlock the ability to scale your income in ways the scarcity mindset cannot comprehend. This transition requires a fundamental rewiring of how you perceive your own inherent worth and your true financial and personal potential. Mastering this requires the discipline of delayed gratification. Every dollar earned is a choice between instant dopamine and long-term security. Spending to prove your worth to your social circle is a trap that keeps you on the treadmill of lifestyle creep. Developing the investor's eye means looking at every potential purchase and asking if it is a liability or an asset that generates future cash flow. You begin to see money not as a medium for consumption, but as a seed planted to produce a harvest. This is where your behavior manifests in tangible growth, stability, and long-term sustainability. As you change, you will face the friction of imposter syndrome. As you earn more, you may feel like a stranger in your own life. The psychological thermostat of your social circle will attempt to pull you back to the collective temperature. You might feel guilt for succeeding or fear that your family will no longer recognize you. This is the final gatekeeper. Your success does not take away from others. It provides a blueprint for what is possible. By standing firm in your new identity, you change the thermostat for everyone around you and redefine what success looks like for your community and peers. To ground these concepts, perform a value audit today. Identify 3 specific and practical ways you can increase the value you provide to the marketplace without adding more hours. This might mean improving your skill set, automating a complex task, or repositioning your existing services. By focusing on the magnitude of the problem you solve, you force your subconscious to align with wealth creation, preparing you for the final transition toward total financial freedom, lasting security, growth, and your true abundance in the vast and highly competitive modern marketplace. The transformation of the aspiring wealth builder is not a singular event, but a continuous evolution of thought and action that recalibrates the very core of one's identity. By this stage, the monumental shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance paradigm has begun to take deep root within the subconscious mind. You have moved past the initial shock of rewriting those inherited money scripts and have started to view the modern marketplace not as a battlefield of lack, but as an ocean of endless opportunity. However, maintaining this new trajectory requires more than just internal reflection. It demands a strategic and often difficult management of your external world. Your social circle acts as a powerful psychological thermostat for your bank account, often without you even realizing it. If the people in your immediate environment view money with suspicion or treat debt as an unavoidable burden, they will unconsciously attempt to regulate your financial temperature back to their level of comfort. To protect your burgeoning growth, you must ensure that your environment supports your new financial identity. This doesn't mean abandoning your history or your loved ones, but it does mean intentionally seeking out mentors, peers, and communities whose presence raises your baseline and normalizes the success you are working so hard to achieve. To further solidify this psychological foundation, the practice of mental rehearsal becomes a non-negotiable tool in your arsenal. The subconscious mind often reacts with visceral fear to the unknown, even when that unknown is the very prosperity you desire. By using visualization to normalize the idea of having a high net worth, you actively reduce the psychological friction often referred to as the fear of success. Imagine yourself navigating major financial decisions with a sense of profound calm and absolute clarity. See yourself managing a portfolio of assets without the frantic, heavy pulse of anxiety that once accompanied even the simplest utility bill or grocery receipt. This mental exercise tells your brain that wealth is a safe, natural state rather than a high-stakes anomaly to be feared. When your internal reality matches your external goals, the scarcity mindset loses its power to sabotage your progress through the subtle, poisonous whispers of self-doubt and procrastination. As your income begins its upward climb, a subtle and dangerous antagonist emerges from the shadows: the phenomenon of lifestyle creep. This is a common pitfall where psychological insecurity drives a person to spend every new dollar earned in a desperate, fleeting bid to prove their status to others or to themselves. The aspiring wealth builder must recognize that true financial freedom is never found in the luxury items you buy, but in the freedom and the options you maintain. When you inflate your lifestyle as quickly as your income grows, you remain a slave to the financial treadmill, merely running at a higher and more exhausting speed. Resisting this urge is the ultimate test of your psychological maturity and your commitment to long-term abundance. It requires a deep-seated confidence that does not rely on external symbols of wealth to feel worthy of respect or belonging. By keeping your expenses stable, while your value to the marketplace increases, you create the vital gap where true generational wealth is born and nurtured over time. To keep this momentum moving forward and to prevent a relapse into old habits, you must implement the practice of a daily gratitude and opportunity journal. This simple yet profound act forces the brain to scan the horizon for ways to generate value and to recognize the abundance that is already present in your surroundings. Instead of focusing on what is missing, you are training your neural pathways to seek out the cracks in the marketplace where your unique skills can provide a much-needed solution. Your practical call to action today is this: take one limiting belief you identified in your audit and actively contradict it with a small, concrete financial action. If your script says you are not worthy of investing, buy a single share of a company you trust. If your script says you must suffer to earn, outsource a task that drains your energy and limits your creativity. Wealth is a marathon of the mind, not a frantic sprint of the hands. It is built through consistent psychological adjustments that lead to exponential financial results over time. By prioritizing behavior over technical skill, you are becoming the person capable of building a lasting legacy. The invisible ceiling has been shattered forever, and the marketplace is ready for the value you were born to provide. This is the final resolution of your journey. A life where money is no longer a source of stress, but a powerful tool for growth, contribution, and freedom. The path ahead is clear, and your mindset is now your greatest asset. Continue to walk this path with confidence, knowing that your internal transformation has already paved the way for your external success in the world today.